Today, I want to talk about monsters. Ooh. But no, we're not talking about the ghouls and goblins. We're talking about the real monsters today. Well, the story's fiction, so probably not. Work with me here, okay? Today we're gonna talk about Monster. I don't have a volume cover. Um, Sorry. The Monster is a manga series created by Naoki Urasawa. The series is about Dr. Kenzo Tenma, I think his name. Basically, he's a surgeon and he saves a kid, and then that kid ends up growing up to do some stuff. Now, Johan or Johan, whatever the fuck you want to call, is doing a string of bad things, and goddamn that bathroom scene. I think what the series does really good is that it makes you question what defines a monster, right? And can you become one? Can anyone become one? And is there any way back? I think those themes follow suit with the ideology of Project 100. You might not see a whole lot of that in the first volume, but the series kind of holds on to those themes. Now, one thing that I really appreciated about Monster and something that I heavily admire was the way it was able to make chapters. Because not only did the chapter further the progression of the main story, but sometimes the chapters would have a short, self-contained story in that chapter by itself. Sometimes you'll meet a new character in that chapter, whether it's a cop, child, a desperate parent, or a soldier, and you'll see how their story collides with either Johan's or Tenma's pursuit. And you can see how things get in the way, whether it was intended to or not. And these little arcs make the manga feel a lot more layered. It's almost like a collection of short crime stories that tie into the bigger cat and mouse game. And while there were some chapters where I was like, all right, let's come on, let's go. For the most part, each chapter doesn't feel like it's filler, and it feels like it's just giving more layers to each character that you see and the consequences of their actions later on in the story. I think in making my own series, that's something I admire too. You should be able to create a short story within 20 pages, and in that short story, make it feel like your characters are real and alive and everyone has their emotions. Not everyone's just a side piece. But yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of something I noticed when I was reading Monster. I was really just connected to how the characters were written and how they're displayed to us. And I was like, oh, I want to do it too. So you should check out Project 100 because you might like it.